Hey Pyros, Velmir here at Elite Fireworks, and we are giving you guys behind the scene of Elite Fire. Of course, Elite Fireworks Super Center is right there, but this is our fireworks stands here, and as you guys are seeing, what?
It's getting orange here.
Yeah, it's getting orange. Yeah, like Sully says. So for instance, we have, I believe, 23 or 24 stands. So it's still a progress, but the back of the warehouse, this is where outside of the season we actually store the fireworks stand. And what we've actually done, well, my brothers actually, I didn't do this. Anything digital I do, anything physical, Sully and Castro does. So that's how it is. But anyway, you see the wall here that we've done basically in the back behind some of our storage containers. Is just the reason why we did this is because well, I think, no, this one doesn't have, but we used to get some people would spray paint our fireworks stands, make them basically look ghetto, and that's not what we want. As you guys do know, even though we are not a franchise, all of our stands, beside these old ones, there's a reason why we don't, this one specifically we keep, because the location that we have, a 40-foot container does not fit, so that's why. But other than that, all of our fireworks stands are the same. Basically, it looks like a franchise. And of course, you guys are going to see videos of a walkthrough of one of our stands pretty soon, actually, because we did it during the season, but I'm going to post it after the season. You'll see how nice they look with our banners and everything. That's what we do. And overall, it was a great season. All of our stands, beside one, they all did basically all-time best sales, beside one of them. So that's a huge success. But what we do, for instance, we have, when the containers, they bring it, we also have, for instance, we drop off also the fireworks through this door. Of course, it's an emergency exit door, but outside of the season, we turn that alarm off, okay? So, no for that. And right now, for instance, with my brothers, they're going to go ahead and grab another stand. But once we bring a stand, basically, for instance, let's say this was the latest one that we brought. These were the leftovers that this stand had. Obviously, it seems a lot of fireworks left over. Like, whoa, like, well, basically 2 full pallets or 3 half, like 2/3 of a pallet. So it might seem a lot of leftover. However, though, this location was filled much, much, much more than normal. And it actually sold much more than normal. But what we do with all of our stands, we classify them in different categories. So, of course, within our inventory, we have like red, which is the worst. Then we have green, average. Then we have yellow, and then we have blue. So this one went from yellow to blue, this location. So we have, majority of our stands are yellow, and some of our stands, and we've gotten from one, now we have 3 blue locations. Blue locations are in the 6 digits locations, okay? So I'll just say that. Whereas yellow locations, they're all over $50,000-$60,000 in sale. Now, I know that might seem, and I want to be very transparent and give you guys this information. So most fireworks stands in our industry, this is what I basically tell you and how you know you have a good location or not. So I basically say $20,000. If you sell $20,000 in a fireworks stand, that's a good location. If you sell $30,000 or more, that's a great location. Now, for most, that's very, very good. And that's the formula that we even use ourselves to determine if we want to stay and try to build that location or not. However, though, understand, for instance, just like Elite Fireworks Super Center, it's not like any other store in Texas. Our stands, we follow basically the same formula. So for us, for some of our stands, in order to just break even, and of course, what do I mean by break even is if we were to, just the amount of inventory that we put in. Because like, look at this, guys. For instance, this stand, obviously the break even, what I'm considering is like the amount of inventory that we put in, then to start making profit. But of course, if you don't sell every product, you can bring them back, you can sell them next season. So technically it's not that, but most of our stands, we fill them just with inventory anywhere between $17,000 to $50,000 of inventory, depending on how much we think they can. And that's wholesale that we fill with fireworks. So it's a lot. Most stands out there, they don't fill a couple grand with $10,000 of fireworks. You know, if that. Most stands, they do fill about wholesale, $6,000 to $8,000. That's it. And then you have the Misters of Texas, which basically put $2,000 to $3,000 and sell for $15,000 to $20,000. And I'm talking about the guys that review anything with Mr. something of Texas fireworks, trailers, or big, well, I was Mr. W, Mr. B, Alamo, and I'm talking about, those big guys, right? Those are the junk of junk. So those definitely, if you shop fireworks, just no matter, don't, even if you don't shop at Elite, stay away from those, because those are the absolute worst of worst, because you get the lowest quality for the absolute highest price. But anyway, yeah, so for instance, with each location, so what we do, going back to, because I don't want to ramble a lot about our fireworks industry, but anyway, so for instance, this location, number 15, a lot of the process, what we do, obviously our team, our managers get an inventory sheet, whatever they have left over. So for instance, I'll go to number 15 with this, and basically they put whatever they have left over, but we have a team here. Of course, today is just my friend Kiyoshi, but we usually have a couple other guys, but basically with whatever location. So right now, personally, for me, I'm working number 13. Whatever they give me and let me know, hey, whatever they have left over, I go and input that in my Excel sheets online. So yeah, I'll go. So for instance, they have the inventory before, they have the inventory after. Obviously, yeah, so I'll go based on those, and then I'll just go ahead and input everything, and basically we check if, in a way, if everything is, I guess, good to go, because sometimes we do have where we have issues, whether that is an inventory error or miscalculation, anything. So we have to basically get to the bottom of it and see with all of our stands. However, though, overall, as far as this season, and so you guys can see right now, based on the inventory that we have from these stands, there's about 9 or 10 different stands that we have actually brought the leftovers in the store. And sometimes we have a lot more, pallets of leftovers. But guys, this is it. Usually you don't see that much. I mean, yeah, this was a blue location, for instance, with Elite Fireworks. Like I said, this one was a blue location. That was a blue one. And this is all it has left over. And our blue locations, usually they get about, I would say, like 17, 18 pallets of fireworks. Yes, and I know that's for a stand. But like I said, we do have locations that do sell a lot. We do but you build a reputation over time, just like at Elite Fireworks Supercenter. It is the same thing. You build a reputation over time. We do have fair prices. We do sell good quality, and overall we have good customer service. So I call that the trifecta when it comes to retail fireworks. So if you do well in those, doesn't matter where, give it time. It's gonna, just like food places, right? If there's a restaurant that makes good food and it's not charging a foot for it, over time you might not know it, but you go once, then word of mouth spreads and so on, right? It's the same thing, nothing special to the fireworks industry. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for this update. I hope you guys do like this. Oh, and one more minute. So I show you. You guys have, if you've watched some of our videos where you see this, so what we do here, if you haven't, basically whatever they have leftovers from each stand, we basically combine them in cards. The reason why we do this is because, guys, we don't want to have damaged fireworks. You saw how they come in those pallets, and our managers just mix items. They'll put them in there, but we count the inventory. But we also, this is the one part of the job that is the most tedious, I would say, but it has to be done, right? But anyway, guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. If you guys stayed all the way to this video, thank you so much, and we'll see you guys in another video right here on our channel.